V Clay, how you say her name, bald head trucker, Journey. All right. So it's them versus the state of TikTok. What pretty much happened was, let's just get to the meat and potatoes. So all of them outside of Tea-Tyme, they were all in the group chat. Some things was being said in the group chat. Group chat ended up getting in the hands of Tea-Tyme. Tea-Tyme found out that there was some disdain or whatever like that. Okay. So Tea-Tyme, she spoke to it, but technically Tea-Tyme wasn't even supposed to know about the group chat, whatever. It was brought to her. Sinister, she ended up being doxxed by Shigo. Shigo posted up her picture. Okay. Nobody knew what Shigo looked like up until that moment. V Clay told the ladies in the group that Tea-Tyme pretty much put her information out. Come to find out, it didn't happen. All right. Bald head trucker, she was just somebody who was in the group. She really technically don't have no dog in the fight, but she was associated in the group. So that's the reason why her name came up. Journey, I think, same situation with that. Okay. So with that being said, for those who saw the situation play out, they all got lumped where they're lumped at because, again, every party played the part in doing something wrong. Okay? Once the information got in Tea-Tyme's hand, it was not supposed to be spoken publicly. That was one of the flaws. She understood if Sinister wanted her identity out there for people to know what she looked like, then Sinister herself would have done so. She was comfortable enough to let her guard down amongst a group of ladies, and she got betrayed in that manner. V Clay, she had everybody convinced that she did no wrong. She didn't understand why Tea-Tyme was coming for her, and then all of a sudden, the ladies in the group, they figured out something ain't adding up. Come to find out, they found out she was not telling the full truth. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to ask the audience, and we are literally moving on. Because like I said, we have so many other cases that we have to get to, and that was one of the things that happened at the beginning of the week. And I just cannot have that drag out this entire show for the day. Okay. When it's all said and done, is that entire party guilty or not guilty? Not is Tea-Tyme, is Sinister. No, they all had a hand in the situation that happened this week. Nobody in the situation was innocent, in my opinion. Okay? But it is up to y'all to make that decision. Were they guilty? Red, yes. Blue, no. And then we moving on. If you was there to see it, oh, well, damn. Okay, I gotta say, not one person think they innocent? Now, wait a minute. Because maybe y'all might have a different view if you was there. But like I said, I just know I wasn't going to harp on it today. Out the door, we gotta go. Once y'all get these votes in, go ahead, continue to run up the likes. Please grab your daily heart me. Let TikTok know that you are here and engaged with the show. It also lets me know that you support Accountability Court. So definitely go ahead and grab that daily heart me. So the majority rule, they all guilty. Okay? Cool. Moving on. All right. So that's the first case, done and over with. We are going to get
I,
into what's
I have a
up.
question. I have a question, Bella. When we say all, are we including Sinister and Tea-Time?
Yes, all of them.
Well, I don't think Tea-Time or Sinister is guilty. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I'll go back on mute.
No worries. You are entitled to your opinion. I wanted to make sure that the audience made the decision only in that particular case because I literally did not want anybody harping on that situation at hand. If you wasn't there, understandable, but for those that were there, and once you processed everything that transpired, all parties involved played a major part, all of them. But with that being said, so I am going to get into the next case. All right, now this case, we have Chosen versus AJ. For those who are not sure who Chosen is someone who was friends with AJ for a few years on this app. And according to Chosen, when AJ got to this side of the app, she switched up, started moving different. According to AJ, it was the other way around. Chosen wasn't moving loyal or whatever like that. So let's go ahead and get into that case. So we have Chosen versus AJ. I want to make it very clear to those who are not familiar with this show. Just because a person's name is on the docket, they are not required to come to court. Okay? They are not required to speak on the panel. They don't even have to physically be here whatsoever. However, we're still going to speak to the case. We're going to allow the jurors in the panel to make a decision. The ultimate decision always is placed on the people. All right? Let's take a listen.
It was literally, you my sis, I was calling each other sister, brother on the panel, like that type shit.
Y'all never met in person, just met on the phone.
I never met in person.
Oh, okay. So after she crossed you, after saying that nobody will ever, only people cross her, she don't cross nobody.
Yeah, God, she told me that she felt like I crossed her too. You get what I'm saying? Where when the live happened around this time, she basically said that we went live first because that's how me and her got back cool because we discussed about the last drama. And she told me that I went live first on an old situation where, from my intentions, she went live first and she was misgendering me. You know, like she was misgendering me and she was disrespecting me. So I started misgendering her.
So you went live and you was equal with.
Thank you
when
for
the
the
fuck
guess.
did this happen? This happened last year?
Nah, this happened like 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. She went live and she started misgendering me. And what was the fucked up part about it is she had her girlfriend in the back, you know, like she had her girlfriend on the live with her while she was disrespecting me. You get what I'm saying? So all my people, they didn't like that. They like, yo, now you misgendering him, is up from here. So that shit went up in flames because I feel like once you disrespect me, I'm taking it to hell. And that's what she knew. She knew I was going to take it to hell. Even with the HB situation, she knew I was going to take it to hell. That's why she did what she did and
Thank you for the guess.
she threatened me and said, oh, if you come at her, I'm going to side with her. She knew what she was doing, respectfully. And it wasn't that I was scared. It was more so like, I got shit to lose. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to take it there. She felt like, you know, her kids is involved. That's what she threw up to me. Like, My kids is involved. If you what's her name, if you beef out with her, my kids is gonna be involved. So that's what made me have a change of thought. All right, I'm not gonna do that to your, to your family. Like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna eat it up. Because me, the type of person I am, I'm not taking nothing on the internet serious. I don't give a fuck. Dox me. I dox myself before I let somebody dox me.
Okay. That's interesting. Is there anything that you want the people to know about you? And, any lies that you feel like was told about you, whatever the case may be?
I don't care enough. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care enough. Man, y'all gonna believe what y'all want to believe. At the end of the day, good publicity, bad publicity, all publicity good. So I don't care what nobody feel, how anybody think about me. Get your own feels on me. That's just the only advice I can give everybody. When you hear somebody talking about that person, oh, they a bad person, they didn't do this, they didn't do this. Get your own feels on the person before you take another person's word and just run with it. Now, as far as AJ, I don't have no bad intentions to her. You get what I'm saying? Even right now, like, I don't have no bad intentions to her. I wish her nothing but the best. I hope she finds healing, sends healing words to her. No, me and her not cool. Me and her not cool, but I don't hate her. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, she fight her own demons, and I just, wish her nothing but the best.
All right, babe. Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me.
All right. So we have the gist of that situation. Jurors, if you do not understand the situation at hand, let me know. We can go directly to the audience and move on, okay? Jurors, your responsibility is to listen to the evidence, deliberate, make a decision, move on. If you are unable to do so, we will leave the audience to make the decision, okay?
Can I ask a quick question? How did this all start between AJ and Chosen? This situation.
Okay. So let me play another clip. I wanted to give y'all an understanding as to where things are at now, but I'll play this clip for that question.
So she made it seem like I just know that Cash wasn't my stepbrother. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, on some dissing type shit. Made it seem like you was dissing Cash.
Yeah, like that's how it came in. So when I went back to see the clip, all you hear is me say, she asks, oh, you not cool. That's not your stepbrother, right? And all you hear me say is no, but that's not what was said in that phone conversation.
Oh.
So it kind of made me look like a fucked up person. I'm being cool with Cash on the front end, and then
shit on the back.
And talking shit on the back, but that's not even my character, because the type of person I am is, if I'm gonna pop shit about you, I'm gonna say it to your face. I don't give a fuck who you is. That's just me. So when HB did that, and me and HB started arguing, I was upset, but I was more so like, she riding for her friend, and I was gonna get on HB's ass. When I was gonna get on HB's ass, I got a call in the back end basically saying like, if I get on HB's ass, motherfuckers was gonna side with HB.
Oh. When you've been her friend for 3+ years.
Yeah, so when I seen that and then her and HB got close, it kind of threw me because I'm not that type of person. I got friends that I've been friends with since kindergarten in real life. I got motion in real life. So when I see that, that's not a definition of my loyalty. You get what I'm saying? Like that's kind of weird to me. Because I know if a motherfucker is, going crazy and doing shit, I'm on whoever. Like,
right.
You can't call me your friend and then allow somebody to talk about me and you sitting and smiling and doing shit on panels. That shit is weird to me. I don't do shit like that. I can't move like that.
So on the back end, AJ was making it seem like her and HB were close.
No, on the front end, like on the yeah,
Okay.
nah.
Because I'm asking because you said
after that incident. Remember, after that incident, me and HB had. HB was still going on her panels and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they got closer. So in my eyes, it's like, damn, like I thought I was your friend, and you allowed somebody to violate and disrespect me. My real life sisters don't even allow me to argue with females. You get what I'm saying? So I thought the same energy I was giving her, I was getting that back in return.
So you feel like AJ crossed you at that point?
Yeah, like at that point, yeah.
Especially when she didn't tell them the full information of what you said. She only let them hear you saying no in regards to some little petty shit about stud brothers and shit like that.
Yeah, that shit was
something deeper.
Right. When I literally said, well, I don't got no, on that phone, I remember telling her, like, I don't got no issue with cash. That's not my business. She didn't let that be known. Only part she wanted me to hear was the part with me saying no. Like, now that I know that y'all beefing, no, that's not my stud brother. Because at that point, my loyalty was with
AJ.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm grateful that you're clearing that up, because now people, it's a different perspective. We haven't heard your side for real. You know what I'm saying? So, and I thought to myself, I'm like, there are people who have been around her. Like, let me ask them, because I don't think anybody's ever actually asked you to speak your piece. I could be wrong, but I haven't heard you speak your piece where, you know what I'm saying, niggas is actually trying to understand what you're trying to say and they don't buy your shit. Right. And so, like, you have a person who's on the internet saying that everybody has wronged her. And I'm like, but there's this name. And those who was in here heard me saying, I'm like, I heard Chosen. Like, what happened with Chosen? She ain't spoke on Chosen. All the names that she's called, she said, they wronged me. I've never heard her say the name. But
yeah, like, even now, like, me and her not cool. You get what I'm saying? But I don't got no ill will tension, you feel me? I'm not gonna come up here front, oh, yo, she just this fucked up person, she just this fucked up. I'm not doing all that. You get what I'm saying? If she wanna go on the front end and bring it to the internet, that's not me. That's not my perspective. I'm not on that. What is right, wrong is wrong. And from me now coming, because I really don't really be on messy side of TikTok. I just be doing my own shit, respectfully. Yeah. But me coming on this is not even her character. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Doing all of this, doxing. Like, I just went to somebody else live, and that's when I seen that she's doing the doxing shit. This is not her. So it's kind of fucked up when you know somebody from the beginning and they turn into a whole nother person that they said they never was. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And to me, it's sad. But I wish her nothing but the best. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? I wish her nothing but the best. I wish she prosper. I send healing warriors to her. Because at the end of the day, this internet shit would definitely ruin you. Like, this internet shit would definitely ruin you. But as far as hating her, I can't hate somebody. I can't. That's just not me. That's not the person I am.
So I have a question. When you felt like she crossed you at that point, where she didn't relay the full context of what you said and had people attacking you, did you have a conversation with her about it?
Yeah. I got on the phone with her, and I expressed to her, like, bro, like, you got me fucked up type shit. Like, I told her she got me fucked up. I told her, I said, yo, you got me fucked up because in real life, nobody play with me. I don't care who the fuck it is.
So what did she have to say about you telling her that her choosing HB had you fucked up?
She was basically going back. She showed me a clip, a video of something, it was like one of her lives of how my name initially got mentioned. Mm-hmm. And because at first I thought she mentioned my name, but then she showed me a live where somebody else mentioned my name. Mm-hmm. And at that point, it was just like, bro, I don't care about none of that. Like, at that point, I did express that, like, bro, I don't care about none of that. Like, we did have a conversation on the back end, and I did address, like, to me, that shit is weird. Like what real friends would do. Like, I had a conversation with her on the back end. We had a talk, and that's it. Like, I expressed how I felt. She expressed how she felt, and the conversation moved on.
So did she ever right her wrongs for how she did you?
I don't. I can't speak because I'm a shaker. So once I feel like you did some weird shit or some shit pertaining to me, and the loyalty ain't reciprocating, I'm gonna move around. I'm not an ass kisser.
She hasn't reached out to you since?
Nah. I'll pop in her live, say what's up, but then I keep it pushing. Like, after that incident, I'll pop in her live. After that happened, everybody that I knew was on her live, and I went in there, gifted everybody, and I got up out of there. And then we had a conversation on the back end, and then I went back into her live, and I guess she was talking about DJ Nick, something like that. It was something about in her live, like recently, like probably like last month, 2 months. She was talking about DJ Nick. I went in there trolling, like, oh, DJ Nick gonna get you. And she took it offensive, like, oh, Chosen, say what you gonna say. Say what you gonna say before I block you.
Oh.
That's what she said. And I laughed because it's like, you move everybody, you don't move me. So I said what the fuck I said in the comments. So when I said what I said in the comments, she blocked me, but I felt like she needed something to block me. So that, to me, like, you needed an excuse to block me. And ever since, we haven't talked since then.
So how you feel about how she was chasing everybody else to stay her friend, but she was so easy to just let you go and you've known her for 3 years? How did it make you feel? She will run other people down and allow people who in her mouth and out of her mouth would lie on her, but she'll let them stay close to her and stuff like that. What do you think?
I didn't care only because a lot of people on her end, and when I'm saying her end, I'm not talking about TikTok, I'm talking like personally. A lot of people on her end don't want her being cool with me. And that's something I already knew. So when, you asked me, I didn't care enough.
So what did you do to make people not want her to be your friend?
I didn't do nothing, if you ask me. I really didn't do nothing.
They said you did.
Huh?
What did they say you did?
I didn't get an explanation because, again, I didn't talk to these people. I spoke through her. You know what I'm saying?
What did she say they say you did?
I didn't say nothing. No, I'm saying, like, they didn't say nothing. Like, it was more so like,
who is the they? Is it her fiance that had the issue?
Yeah, her fiance did it at a point because you gotta remember, when me and AJ was cool, we fell out. You get me? This was like 2 years ago. She went on live about me. I went on live about her. She had her own family. I had my own family. So my family was attacking her family, and her family was attacking my family. So it was a big live hat, but it wasn't like messy side of TikTok. So when y'all say doxing, I didn't put out nobody's address. She didn't put out nobody's address. It was nothing like that. Nothing like that. We just basically was throwing out what everybody already knew. So it wasn't nothing to where it was doxing and shit. I don't do that. You know
what was the information that you had said about AJ that people had already knew?
At the time that she was beefing with a female named Coco on his times, and this is when all the allegations of me and her go together was coming out. That was being thrown up. It was a lot. It was really a lot of shit that was being thrown up. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, so there are no messages of you and her like having any type of intimate like conversations, or on the phone having intimate like conversations.
Like messages? What you mean?
Like y'all talking maybe sexual conversations or innuendos about attraction to each other.
Nah. yeah. Rose make it funny. It's no, what's the name?
Ain't no messages, ain't no conversations that y'all had about y'all attraction to one another.
This is the thing. In the beginning, and that's why I said everything got everything got exposed. You feel what I'm saying? Everything got exposed in the beginning. Like when I first met AJ, and this is not no whistling because everybody on my side of TikTok know that. When I first met AJ, I had a crush on AJ.
Oh, there we see. There it is. Like, put it on the floor because she gonna do it. So put it on the floor.
I don't care about her doing it. I had a crush on AJ. You know, when I first met her, right? Mm-hmm. Then when we became brother and sister, I've never disrespected. I never, you feel me, crossed the line. Once I call you my sister, you my sister. I never crossed the line. I never did none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now the females around me, because at that time, a lot of females liked me at that time. Mm-hmm. And the females around me used to be in my ear like, yo, she's not moving like a sister. She's not moving like... So now it becomes to where everybody wants to be around Chosen. Everybody seen how genuine I was. Everybody want to be around Chosen. And
okay. So there was a flip. So it flipped. It went from you wanting her to then maybe her wanting you and you just like you friends on her at that point.
No. All right. The flip... Let me come brother. How we became brother. All right. The flip became where... All right. In the beginning, when I seen her on the trans advocate page... Uh-huh. She was on the trans advocate page. It had probably 3K people in there. Mm-hmm. They wanted trans people to come out and talk. Trans men, trans women to come out and talk. She was on a panel getting the people to come up to talk. You know, she was like one of the helpers on the panel or whatever, getting people to come up to talk. After that, it verged out to me following her because she was speaking facts, you know, for the community. And mind you, she was a part of the community. I'm talking about the L part, you know. Oh. So the L part, not no trans. She was part of the lesbian community. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? So everybody.
I'm gonna stick a pin in it right there. I want y'all to hear AJ's response to it. Now, AJ, she was listening in on the live. So I'm gonna tell you now, it might be a little staticky. But this is AJ's response.
It says, wish it weren't the case, but there is so much that's about to happen for me that requires that I don't waste time waiting or thinking someone on my team is going to do what they say they will do, and doing nothing when they don't is no longer even an option. You've been around the longest, but truly, you've been the longest.
Just so we clear, AJ, she's reading, she put up a screenshot of Chosen in her messages, and Rose is reading it out, just to be clear. So that's what Rose is doing. She's reading out a screenshot that is in AJ's backdrop.
Been around the longest, but truly support me the least in my latest endeavor. Even the shit you... Royale, why are you confused? Because this ain't the conversation that you sat in the car and heard the whole thing.
It's not.
Before she write that message.
I don't know why he's doing this, but don't worry, we're gonna clear it up.
So when I responded yeah, I'm good.
Huh?
That's when she wrote that message. And then my response to that message was, I'm sorry you feel that way, but if you feel like that, respectfully follow what you feel. Because I never been a friend to where I'm not supporting my friends. So to me, that was bullshit. I always supported her. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I always told her, bro, I'm proud of you, regardless of what, because we started off with literally 2 viewers. That shit went up. Even when she be on this messy side of TikTok, I'm in and out of the messy side of TikTok, but I still be like, yo, I'm proud of you, bro. You're doing your thing. Because it never gave hater. It never gave, oh, I want to see you win, and no.
So how much money you said she needed from you?
She didn't say a price. It was just she didn't say how much she needed or nothing. It was just more so Are you gonna send that? She never said
All right, fuck that. No.
She never said like, oh, I need this amount or this amount.
So did you ever send her money?
No. I ain't saying shit. Chosen isn't saying anything bad, and she put her message up. She's guilty. I don't care about the message. That's one thing I don't care about.
You ain't say nothing bad, and I wasn't trying to bait him to say nothing bad either.
Yeah, nobody can force me to say anything bad. If I'm gonna say something bad, I'm gonna say that shit to her.
Yeah, I didn't ask him any leading questions to make him say anything crazy. No, I just asked him how he felt.
Even if you did, like, we grown. You get what I'm saying? Even if you did, like, she did that because she wanted to do that. She proved her point. She wanted to prove a point, so that's what it was. After I ghosted and she ghosted because life be life, and it wasn't that I didn't want to send her the money. I got the funds. It wasn't that I didn't want to send her the money. It was more so like I got caught up. She didn't even bother to ask, yo, why you good or nothing. She didn't bother to ask me nothing. But that's something I can expect from her. You get what I'm saying? If she told her fiance about me,
So
I felt like she was trying
we still listening to Chosen. Try and get to AJ's response. At least that way y'all can hear her perspective, and then we're gonna make a decision.
friendship on the back.
The thing happened, like I said it would, where HB starts dogging Chosen and the trans situation, calling Chosen all kind of things, blah, 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 blah. Right? I called Chosen again on the phone. It's me, Chosen, and Libra. We explained to Chosen that what you cannot do is try to go to war with HB because they're going to try to drag AJ into it. And I have children. You do not. I understand, okay? And at this time, my lease was signed and I still had over a year left. I had just signed it. I understand the dilemma that you feel. But if you go back and forth with HB, it drags me into it. She's not going to dox you. She will dox where my children live. Remember, when she did it, that's what she thought she was doing. She just doxed their schools, my name, my nursing license, the whole nine. But she thought that that's what she was doing. I knew that that is what she would do if he entertained HB. I made clear to Chosen. If you try to go to war with HB, you will do it alone. Libra made clear to Chosen. I completely agree with this sentiment, Chosen, because she explained to you. Thank y'all so much for the gifts, y'all. Let's touch the live goal. She explained to you before this whole thing popped off, when she saw HB trying to bring you in, not to do it. Yet here we are. She begged you not to do it. Yet here we are. So I agree with her. You arguing with HB is going to get this girl grandma house put up on the motherfucking internet, because that's how this girl works. You have to stop, because we would not be here if you had just listened. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm going da 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 da. I said, okay. But if you do that, you are on your own. All the help I had for you was telling you who you were dealing with. If you go the route of trying to go into all-out war with this girl, you are by yourself, because I know that she makes no dollars and no cents eating off of you. She told y'all her highest earning live so far has been AJ. I know that because I'm a big fish, big shark, bad bitch. All y'all hoes want to hate. I'm not giving her that just because Chosen did not want to listen. I made that very clear. Before it happened, while it was happening, after it happened. I made it very clear. That make me a bad friend?
All right. So now that we have context, I'm going to allow the jury and the panel to only answer this one question that I have, and we're going to move on to the next case. At some point, because Chosen acknowledged that they had a 3-year friendship, do y'all think that there will be some type of reconcile and they will be able to pretty much become friends again? It's a simple yes or no. Angel?
No.
Temperature?
No.
BLB?
No.
Bun Bun?
No.
Chloe?
No.
The Liar?
No.
Most Hated?
Yes.
I just knew his ass was gonna say yes.
Yes, I knew it too.
All right, we're going to ask the question to the audience. We moving on. Will there be reconcile between AJ and Chosen? Red, yes. Blue, no. When you are not voting, continue to run up the likes. Grab your daily heart me. Thank you for those who are helping out with the gift goals. Thank you for those who are sending the popular gifts. Truly appreciate it. It helps TikTok know that we are in active engagement. And it lets me know that you support the show as well. All right, so I see where the vote is going. Yeah. When you are not voting, continue to run up the likes. Thank you. We are almost at 100,000 likes. If we could do a power, one of those, we can get to 100 likes easily. Thank you. All right. The majority has ruled that there will not be any reconcile. For those who value friendships, typically we don't want to see these type of fallouts where friendships come to an end, especially under these type of terms. So I actually will hope that at some point there can be some type of reconcile, because they was not friends for many years for no reason. So best of luck to them on that. We are going to get into this case next. Yeah. This case is Hippie versus AJ. I'm gonna just let y'all listen to this one, because, yeah.
Your last $5 a piece, melanated. Hey,
Baby, she sell out for free, baby. She don't need no $5, baby. She gonna do it for free.
Hippie, you don't think
Is that $5 till JJ do?
we both there? Yeah, and I kept asking. Hey, Libra.
Hey, Libra, how are you, baby?
Y'all be stressing a bitch, yo. Y'all be stressing a bitch. Hey,
Hey, friend. You see, Libra's another one of her former friends that she snaked and fell out here. Libra ain't even gonna speak to her. You know she fake as hell. Fake as fuck is what she is.
Shut up.
Yeah. We the people already know that, though.
I snake Libra? You snake Libra? Libra, baby, are you okay?
That's what I said. Didn't you hear that, really? Isn't that
Libra
what I
said
said,
she
real?
love everybody. Don't be speaking for Libra. She said she love everybody.
Libra.
Well, Libra can love everybody. That's what I saw with my eyes.
Don't let them talk to you now, Libra, baby. Libra,
and I still feel that way.
Libra is a sweetheart now.
Yes, you are a snake. The biggest of all snakes. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
Fonzie.
Yes, that's correct. Ponzi, Fonzie, please, wokey.
Miss you.
Whose house are you at currently, darling? Because it can't be yours. Okay? See, you're mad because you tried to trade on the comment cousins because you was really mad at HB for eating your stupid ass up. And then you're going to try to blame me for it. When in all actuality, I didn't host that comment cousin meeting, and I was invited to it after it already started. Because you fake as fuck. And you thought that was your get back. Now I'm going to build your ass into the end of time, okay? But Libra wants to just be I'm going to tell you that one time. You know I'm not a hater. Them braids probably the nicest thing you ever had, girl. They look good. But we can tell by how sparse they are, them ate up ass edges, it was really hard for them to grab. We definitely know that. Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah, but I would just like to keep my
because
page.
that's all you ever do. You talk shit about people when they're not in the room when you can see them make up lies. But you don't have no lies today, do you, Laj? You didn't have any lies today, Laj? And while we're on the subject, you said they told them motherfucking people that you put me on when in all actuality you asked me to come on your show and I already had my shit together because your shit was just coming together because Black Diamond put you out. You remember that was right after you was up there crying talking about you just throw people away. You don't remember that with your lying ass? Nah. You don't remember that? You don't recall you asking, Hippie, come up, Hippie, come up. Yeah, even when I was a mod in your shitty ass face. Do you remember you said specifically, Hippie, I don't even know if you rock with me like that, but would you like to be a mod? We would love to have you because you're a fake ass fucker. That's what it is. Yeah, and then the next week you was trying to talk about me. That's why I never fuck with your fake ass. Yeah. That's why I got from around you real quick and never came back. Yeah. 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 Yeah, keep nodding because I'm right. And you don't got none of your fake ass fucking lies today with your skimp ass goddamn hair. Okay? We all know it's broke off. You need to get it cut. You need to get it styled and get you a nice protein treatment and then start taking care of it over time with your whole ass. And yes, I did say whole ass because you always talking about my asshole when in all actuality, you passed that rotten coochie around that coochie girl coat and they put your stupid ass out. Yeah, they didn't want you there. They said they didn't like your nasty ass attitude. That's what they said. That's what they said, honey. And you always be trying to call people ugly when everybody you date is a 5 at the greatest. A 5 at the greatest, okay? You're a fucking mess, Laj. And you fuck with the wrong one, ho. You fuck with the wrong one, ho. So no, I'm not mad,
Let me
but I was
squeeze in right there. Hold on, Hippie. Let me squeeze in. I need everybody tapping the screen. Realist is only at 2.9K. I need y'all hitting the live go. We ain't gonna make it no long, drawn out, none of that bullshit. All right, Hippie, you got the flow. Go ahead.
No, I'm good to go. You know, this is Realist Live. That's my friend. And as my friend, I don't want to endanger her page in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I just want Lajay to know I'm on her ass from here until the end of time. Say what you want to about me, ho. I will be saying what I want to about you, you fucking terrorist. See, the thing with terrorism is you have to actually scare someone. Darling, I'm never going to be afraid of you. Yeah, your stupid ass shouldn't have fucked with a nigga from the 6. Now I'm on your ass. You sit there and giggle because you don't got nothing to say. You look stupid as fucking usual, okay? Okay. And I am saying this for my apartment that I signed the lease on and I pay the bills for every month. And, you know, if you have any questions, just let me know. Bella,
Yeah, we're going to stop that right there. Okay. So, there's clearly some type of discrepancy there with Hippie and AJ. In all fairness, AJ, she did not engage in that situation. Same question going to be posed. Will there be any reconcile between Hippie and AJ? Angel?
No.
Okay. Temperature?
Bella, respectfully, I don't know. I can't say yes or no at this time.
Thank you. BLB? Bun Bun?
I actually have a question from the audience, if that's okay. May I ask you? They want to know if you're going to be playing the part where they lied on AJ. And I'm sorry, what was the question? I'm sorry.
That wasn't the context of the video. So it wouldn't make sense if that's not the context of the video.
Okay. I guess they wanted to know, you know, that AJ was lied on.
That wasn't
Okay.
even played in the clip, so.
Okay. What was the question? I'm so sorry. What was the question? I was too much in the comments.
No worries. It's okay. The question was, will there be reconcile with Hippie and AJ?
Oh no, absolutely not. That's over. They weren't even friends, associates or friends or nothing like that. It became new. And yeah, that's over.
Okay. Chloe.
Not at all.
Okay. The liar.
I think Hippie represented for the common cousins, and there's not going to be a reconciliation. I say no.
Okay. And most hated.
Are you talking about the scammer hippie? No.
Oh. Okay. So 6 out of 7 jurors said there will be no reconcile. The ultimate decision is left up to the audience. Sorry, most hated. You gagged me on that one. Okay. If y'all think there will be any reconcile, red yes, blue no. Will there be reconcile with Hippie and AJ? Red yes, blue no. And then we are moving on. When we are not voting, please continue to run up the likes. We are almost at 100K likes. Thank y'all for y'all engagement. Thank you for voting. Thank y'all for participating. Thank you for helping with the live goal. Thank you for the shares. And if you are not following, hit that follow button. I am here every Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on which page I'm going to be on. But just know I'm going to be here. So yeah, will there be any reconcile? So far, the majority is saying no. Okay. And thank y'all for the gifts. All right, the majority rule, there will not be any reconcile with Hippie and AJ. I do not think that the situation is that serious. It sounds like there's difference of opinion with both parties, which is normal. You do not have to agree with everything that the other party does. So if there is simply just opinions that's getting in the way, I don't think that should be a reason to keep a wall up within each other. All right?
As scam people with that, that contest that he did. I'm just saying. Hippo.
Is that an insinuation or?
No, because Hippie's not so innocent. He want to get everybody else, like he's pointing his finger at AJ, and he's got 4 pointing right back at him with his scammy hippie ass. I'm the same, but I'll be on mute.
Okay.
Why do you believe he scammed people?
So, Blaze, were you in a box battle? Were you there?
In the box battle? No.
Yeah, where Hippie did another. Were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
Blaze Arrest was there?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. So
I'm just saying, why do you believe that?
Because he's a scammer. He scammed.
Right.
I forgot the deal was
Blaze, Hippie has said he was on your ass next yesterday too. Since we here now.
Who? What happened?
Oh, that's Poozy. Hey, Poozy girl.
Sounded like Poozy.
Oh, this is the liar. Poozy up there asleep.
Poozy.
Ain't no Poozy. Poozy sleep. This is the liar. But Blaze, you don't have to believe me because I tell a lot of lies. But Hippie said he was on your ass next, like white on rice. Since we here.
The Blazer S is in danger.
This ain't about me. It's not about me. Let's move on along.
Okay.
Blaze and his do-rag say he don't give a fuck, in other words.
It's giving Malibu Most Wanted.
All right. So the next case we're going to do is Alex versus Nisha. To give context to this case, the Alex versus Nisha case, it transpired because there's a creator on the app. Shout out to the kingdom. There's a creator on the app by the name of Bray King. So Bray King, he does what he does. Hence why his name is Bray King. He pretty much was intermingling with this side of the app for some years now. Apparently, as he was networking with different people, helping multiple content creators such as myself, what ended up transpiring this week was Bray, he decided he wanted to help someone who's typically just in the audience, but then they come into the panel and they'll dance and pretty much provide a good vibe, by the name of Motaz. So Motaz, he's not even from our country. So Bray, he called himself helping this creator pretty much build his page and just acknowledge his positive energy. While that was going on, Alex had a talking point in another creator's live. And while this live was going on, they felt like Alex was pretty much dimming the light of Motaz's moment. While they were celebrating Motaz, there was an open discussion stating that we as a people, for those who look like me, they felt like, or Alex felt like, when we come to the app and ask for help, there's pushback. But when it's someone else, they pretty much get welcomed with open arms. Okay. So as a result of that talking point, it transpired to this here. Let's take a listen.
You married, and weren't you cheating on your husband with other women?
And if I like pussy,
okay, Nisha, let's clock it. Let's get into it. Weren't you having back-end conversations as a married woman? Let's clock it.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Now it's blah, 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 but you're married.
I don't care. What does my marriage have to do with this?
There's no receipts on me.
What does my marriage have to do with this?
Let's clock it. Weren't you cheating?
You're jealous.
I'm jealous. I'm not a cheater. What's
You're
next?
jealous. You're jealous. What does my marriage have to do with this?
I don't have to cheat on my spouse.
What does my marriage have to do with this? You're proving my point. You're a jealous ass
I'm actually
bitch.
not, though.
And that's why
So
shit
remember,
don't happen for you. That's why
your
shit don't
first
happen for
point-
you because you're jealous.
Your first point was that
the bitch can really get it in real life.
I told you that I
You
gave
can
it
get
over
in
to
real
you.
life.
Now what's your next?
You can get it in real life, bitch.
You're running out.
You're running
You're running
out
out,
on that, bitch.
You don't know what you're
too
talking
broke
about.
to afford a Hawaii
You're lame as
bitch.
fuck and you have to
You're
pay
too
for your
broke to
friends,
live in
bitch.
Hawaii,
That's
bitch.
really what it is. We're not
You're
talking
too
about
broke to afford
shit.
the fucking
You
mortgage
have to
here.
pay for a friendship. Crash out, bitch.
And come to where I'm
Crash
at,
out,
fuck.
bitch.
That's how broke you are. Buy you a ticket to Hawaii,
Yeah,
bitch. I'll be
like
waiting.
I said.
I'll be waiting, brokey. I'll be waiting.
Keep it for your friendship.
I'll be waiting.
At your big ass age, you need a friend.
We need a tap blast on everybody. Can we get to 150K? Because this one is getting kind of serious. The language kind of crazy.
Tap the screen, tap the host, give the panel, and welcome to Bella's Live, and enjoy the show. Anything goes. Back to you, Blaze.